Welcome to Random Talk episode 15. Okay, so this is an unexpected random talk, but I feel like it's time for me to say something about it. I hope that it helps someone, but this is real life because as you know, all of my talk is off real life situations. Now, I receive many text messages, I receive people inboxing me with chats, and I also receive emails. And if you're not familiar with the email, it is book, like a book that you read, book@noveltywomanspeaks.com. That's the email address. But moving on to this unexpected random talk. So I just have to tell you, I feel like it's living in secrecy. That's what I'm feeling like is happening now. As we know, there are certain situations in this life that we do have to live in secrecy. For instance, if people are living under abuse and they're trying to leave their home or, start a new life, they may have to live in secrecy, and that is okay. Then there are some people that are living within an abusive relationship. And so sometimes when they want to venture out and do things that are better for themselves, they can receive conflict in the home. And so sometimes they have to live in secrecy. But see, that is not the type of secrecy that I am talking about. So people send me chats and they will inbox me to tell me, I watch your content, but I don't click like and I don't click follow or subscribe because I can't let anybody know. Why? Like, it doesn't bother me because I'm going to do this thing whether you click like or if you click follow, but that bothers me that these are adults now, not the youth, because in this Novelty Woman Speak space and Novelty Woman, I can proudly tell you that the content that I create, it is reaching so many different age groups. So from 13 up to 65, because I check how my numbers are doing from time to time. And so that's a good thing where I can tell what I'm speaking about is helpful. But the reason I'm speaking on this is because if you are an adult and you feel that you have to be in secrecy about what you watch, then that might be a problem. Now, help me to understand anybody. We live in a world where it is okay to look at things that are negative. We can look at things that are just downright foolish. And we can be proud to look at it. We can be proud to comment, click like. But when it comes to listening to something that is motivational or inspiring or something that's going to push you to the next level to be a better version of yourself, you have to do that in secrecy. So I am just here to tell you, to the people who have inboxed me and text me to tell me that you support me, I am thankful. Please don't misunderstand what I am saying to you. I am truly thankful that you support me, but I need you to know, do a self-reflection test on yourself and find out why. Now, there are some people, and I'm gonna give this example. There are some men that will say, I can't show that I'm watching your content because my spouse or my girlfriend will get upset. I am not trying to mess up happy homes, but there is nothing that I speak on. There is nothing that I talk about on this platform that should be something that has to be in secrecy. So can I give you a little tip? Because sometimes the people who try to discourage us from listening to things that make us feel better, from doing things that make us feel better, because we can shift over and say, for those that have tried to go back to school, tell me if I'm wrong. Sometimes there will be someone that will try to further their education, and then you have the person that tells you, you shouldn't be going back to school. Then you have the people who sometimes you can be watching a television program or some type of series, and it's something that makes you laugh because it's that type of person in the world too, that you find something that's just making you happy and makes you laugh, and it's like, why are you watching that? So if you have someone in your life, I don't care if it's a friend, if it's a spouse, if it's a companion, whoever it is, and they are trying to tell you that you should not be watching something that you find interesting. First off, you're an adult, so you should be able to do as you please. That's just me, or maybe I'm just living unsupervised in that way, that I just do what I know I'm able to do when I know there's nothing wrong about it. But when you have to live in secrecy on doing things that's making you feel better, making you make better choices, you might need to rethink that thing with the people that are telling you not to do it, because sometimes they might be afraid that if you grow, they may have to grow. That's something to think about. That's just my unexpected random talk for today, because I really do. I feel so bad because I get, in the last 7 months, I've received those type of messages, whether it's in the chats, whether it is through the actual WhatsApp conversations on the Novelty Woman the phone line, or whether it is people sending in an email. Now, there has been one sensitive subject where there was a woman that emailed me and told me, I love your content, but I can't show my support because she's in an abusive relationship, and so it's being monitored with what she can watch. And I totally understand that. But my message is not for those type of people. My message is for these people out here having to look at things that inspire you, and you have to do it in secrecy. You got to rethink yourself first off, because if you are allowing someone to have that much control over what you do as a person, then let me tell you, you got to love yourself a little bit more, because I promise there was a time in my life, and still to this day, when I wake up and I'm feeling a little like in a little funk, I go diving into social media trying to find those people that I know I can go to their platforms and listen to something that's going to uplift me. Sometimes I may need a laugh, and I go there and I listen to that. But do you think I'm going to let someone tell me what I can and cannot watch? Because I know what it's doing for me, and it's not anything negative. It's not mistreating or disrespecting anyone. So if you know that what you are doing is not wrong, if you have nothing within you that should make you feel guilty, you have to speak up for yourself, and you have to do it with pride and be bold about it and say, I'm gonna watch this, because it's just some things that we have to do in this world where you have to stand up and truly fight for yourself. So that is my random talk. It was unexpected, but I just had to let you know, don't live in secrecy. And I don't mean this in so many ways that title could go, but it's just speaking on when you are an adult. Now, it's a little different with the youth and children, but I don't even have kids telling me that their parents aren't telling them. There is not one teenager that watches my platform and they have not sent me a message saying, my parents told me not to watch you. So adults, you have to do better. If you think that you have to live in secrecy to look at something that's motivating you and inspiring you, and if you are that person, oh my goodness, get it together. You need to do some soul searching, because this platform is to make sure that everyone is here and we don't have to feel alone, because I know all too well what it feels like to feel alone. And I love that I have different platforms that I can go to and look at and get inspired to get my little taste of the day. Like sometimes that's the ingredient I need to get me going. So I'm telling you, learn from this unexpected talk, because the young people, as I always tell us, the young people can teach the old people. And right now the young people are getting it in, because on Instagram I get the most views from the youth, from like 13 to 18. Now I need the adults. You have to do better. Love yourself as much as you deserve to be loved. That was my random talk for you today. Make sure you tune in for the next random talk.